G-Man Spokes. He says, have you seen the Antigua line of guitars? Even Fender. No, it's Squire have done it. Yeah. The Antigua paint job is a paint job that, oh God, it's, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it. Again, it depends on, it all depends on, I'm trying to find it on the website. So I've got the Fender website open here. Here we go. Antigua. Got them on there. They've got them on there. Antigua. Oh. Again, it's one of those paint jobs that's, part of me thinks it's cool. So I quite like the neck on the, there's a neck, they've got the bass, the bass 6 and the precision bass have got the block, binding and block neck, which I think is really nice. I think it's really cool. But I don't need a bass 6 because I've got a Fender bass 6, so I don't need that one. I quite like the Telecaster. Come on, open up. Why don't you? I think that looks kind of cool because of the, again, it's the pick guard. It's got this really unique looking pick guard that kind of tops it all off. As you can see, it's kind of snazzy. Oh yeah, very nice. I like, but again, yeah, it's like, what are the other ones? So you got, yeah, you got the Strat. Mind you, that's the Fender. This is actually, that's the Fender Vintera 2 Strat. It's a different, slightly different colour. I don't know if you've noticed, the shading is slightly subtler. It's more pronounced on the, look, you see, the other one's a bit more shady, a bit more fade to it, whereas that one's more defined. And this is the thing about Antigua finishes, is they can vary. And they can vary from guitar to guitar and to line, like here. It's a much softer one. That, I think, is all right. You know, some of them can be quite, yeah. And then you've got to factor in aging. What we'll do is I'll try and find up another, because the original Antigua line, I think it was the 60s. Antigua. Oh, I'm never going to be able to find one now. Yeah, look at this one. This is a Japanese Antigua one, and you're going to go, what? Look how different that finish is. And that's the same kind of finish. Completely different. Completely different interpretation. So, as a finish, they say it's the most divisive finish in guitar history. Again, it all depends. Sometimes I think it's really subtle and I like it, and some you think, what were they thinking? You know. And again, when you factor into aging into it as well, I'm trying to find an older one. Is that an Antigua? Yeah, here you go. Look at this one. This is an Antigua Burst. This guitar is £2,000. Come on. Did it say what year it is? 70. This one's from 79. And you're going to go, what? Look at that one. That's completely different. It's kind of faded, that one. So I don't know if I pay £2,000 for that. Nice rosewood neck though. So each one is individual and different. Meanwhile, look, this is another one from '79, and you can sell guitars on Etsy. That can't be right. This can't be real. And see again, completely different. And it goes kind of grey green kind of colour over time, and sometimes it looks a really kind of murky, and that's what I know sometimes guitars can change colour. That's why if you get a black one, you're never going to get alarmed by it, But yeah, so that's the history of the Antigua guitar. There is an article I did read once about here you go, the most divisive finish of all time, and you got to see this this wall of Antigua guitars. Look at that. Some of them, whoops, they're not so much brown, they're more kind of yellow. Look at that. So you've got Coronado bass in Antigua. The most impressive, again, I missed out on this. I saw a Fender Coronado Wildwood 2 from about 1970, and it was a bit expensive. This is when the Harwood collection came in. I was thinking, I could do a trade for one of those, and it was just such a unique patterning. Again, I don't know if you probably don't know about the Wildwood finishes. Fender Wildwood Coronado images. I'll look at some examples. Here we go. Boink. Right, this is a Wildwood Coronado, and you're looking at the woods and going, that is absolutely unique. And it is, because I'll tell you what they do to get that patterning. Each guitar is unique, a bit like the Antigua burst, to be quite honest. But you can get one and then you can get another one, like this one, for example. This is one from '69, and there you go, it's completely different colour. And what they did back in the day, when this was a thing, is the woodstock that they were using to build the guitars, they deliberately injected the trees with various dyes into like the roots of the trees, and that's what caused the patterning on the woods. So they injected, again, a bit of a slow process, they created these very unique stained and dyed timber using this technique, and that's what makes the Wildwood guitars each one different. This one I saw was absolutely fantastic, completely unique, but it was over, I think it was about £2,000, and I thought I could consolidate some guitars into that and it would be a really big talking point, but I didn't do it. Instead